All right. Hello, hello, hello. It is Saturday night. We are back for yet another stream. Man, I timed that perfectly well. It's almost like I tried, but I definitely didn't. Anyway, we're back. It's Saturday. I'm going to continue on this HG Fair Act tonight. I hope everybody's having an excellent weekend so far. Hope everybody's got some extra time off this weekend with the holiday on Monday. I know I'm looking forward to a day not being at the warehouse and all that stuff. Spend some time home with the family and doing other stuff that I want to do. Yeah, so I'm going to jump back into the build here in a second. Before I do that, I'm going to jump to the chat and say hello. And then before that even, I got to do a couple things I usually do to kick these off. So number one, if you enjoy these streams, do hit that like button. It helps us out, helps more people see these. And just an FYI as well, we do have super chats and super thanks and all that stuff enabled. Any revenue from that will flow right back into further giveaway prizes, either extras or prizes when we give away the giveaway item early, which happens sometimes when the draw happens and someone wins it very early. Speaking of which, we're giving away an MG full armor unicorn. Almost said armicorn. Full armor unicorn Verka tonight. So that should be exciting. And what else? I think that's everything. I probably forgot something, but I'm sure we'll catch up when we get there. I'm gonna jump to the chat and say hello. What's up, Matthew Galagos, R. Prats, Rubido, 0623, a random hero. Hello, hope I can manage to stay awake for the whole stream. Been up since 5:30 this morning. Best of luck to you. I woke up with a huge headache this morning. I thought I was sick or something because the kids have been sick pretty much all week. But eventually it went away. What are these streams normally like? This is my first one. I mean, I guess you'll see. Usually a fun time, I think. At least anybody who comes back seems to think so. What's up, Dakota? Timothy is so tired. Stuck inside gaming. So if I ordered gun parry, let me know how that is. When I saw those available, I knew we had to grab some because I don't think I've seen a single EX model or whatever that line's called since I started. What's up, a random hero? Dylan Dull. Saturday Live build 150. That is awesome. Hope everyone is having a good weekend. That's true. It is number 150. That's the other thing I forgot. It's Memorial Day weekend. We are doing a sale. You can take 15% off select items with code MEM15 until Monday at midnight Eastern time. Let's see. TimeSync, what's up? Thank you for the sub, Hylia. Eric Shu, what's up? Jay Caesar. Chat started early tonight. Sick B, what's going on? Wolfpack, Kilo Delta, Massive Attack, Rob Rosencrans, Mustilade Gaming, Juicebox, The Dirtiest Taco. Is that Gundam movie really a thing? The Netflix movie it is. Rosanero, what's up? Austin Bertolini, Mechhead Studios, what's up? Dark Child, Maverick Entity, Peter, Stealthy Bedlam, Ionar, Sig Borson, maybe? I don't know how to pronounce those symbols. What's up, Chernobyl? Mac working on parts by Redacted build. Hope I can make look close to as good as it does in my head. So just FYI, I'm sure it'll come up tonight, the whole Redacted box tonight. I don't think everyone's received those, so I'm going to try not to spoil it for anybody who really wants to see theirs when they get it. So I won't be mentioning what it is. I actually have one on the desk here next to me. It's not in view. Good, my camera angles were proper for that. Mecha Studios. So who else got the Redacted box and were like, good question. What do people think, those who've gotten it, without spoiling it? Thanks for the sub, Skyfire85. What's up, Lab J, Heathcliff, James, Kyle Walter, Lamech, Crescent Fire, James McDonald, Jacob Perez, Lego Yoda, Jason Walton, James, Jason S, BJ Bowden, Israel Knight, Black Shadow, K-Weck, Anthony Sermoshi, Bird Soup, Glorious Deadman, James McDonald, Hunter Thomas, Crimson Thunder, Tim Motts, Jay Punisher, Sergeant Slayer, Velcro Shoe Guy, Martin Scalante, Marvin Marvelous, Corey, what's up? Jacob Perez, Skyfire. Jeez, they keep going. We're gonna have a big stream tonight, I think. D Dorito, Charles Cole, James Bettis, Chef Attack, RFig26, Fire Knight. Seeing some new names. Welcome everybody who's here for their first stream. Living at Slinky, David Atkins, Joe Nelson, CWD, Highly Hey, first time in your stream, welcome. Derek Morals, Blake Rogers, Skullheart, CWD, Rob Sadler, Sound Agent Army, Skyrider RJM, Solid Dante, Made in Heaven, Scott Brooker, Kid Robot, Stuck Inside Gaming, kind of a dumb question. My Gun Perry is an item that was listed I could use a coupon code on, but why? When I went to use a code, it didn't work. Any idea why? There could be a glitch somewhere. It could be not in like an all collection, all items collection, or maybe actually it depends on which coupon code too. It's if you have a question about it, if you email support at mechawarehouse.com with the item, the coupon code, and if you've already placed an order, the order number, we can look into it and potentially help you out after the fact on that. JT Smith, what's up? Still don't have mine. And no spoilers tonight. First reaction, what the heck am I going to do with this? I was shocked when I got mine. Oh man, I have so many ideas. Nice. You know what I thought Redacted would be. There's a glorious madman that chose the Redacted kit. Mine, all I can say is, how dare you make me do this, Nick? The kit wasn't what I expected, but I finally have my build concept done, working on it now. What's up, Chris Clayton, Corey Simonson? Cools, just got mine today. Definitely a complete surprise. I'm excited for getting into it. Nice, got Redacted in the mail on Thursday and already jumped right in. I'm going to be working on it all weekend. Nice. Indie Geek. I have to leave the stream for my kid to sleep. I'll be back, no worries. What's up, Hush Singing Slasher? We have a surprise in Redacted box. Anywhere possible ideas we'll build tonight. Cool. That's fair. Thank you. Guess I should order pizza now. It sounds good. Moxie Max out of loop. What's a Redacted kit? So we're doing a blind build challenge called Redacted. They were up on the website a couple weeks ago. You have to buy a box to get into it. They just shipped them out this week. Johnny Mecha Hand, what's up? Jacob Perez up to land this kit. It looks sick next to my MG Synergy. Nice. Alright, now I finally got caught up. Redacted was something I had wanted to get but never got, so I was happy with it. It's a happy little accident there. Super happy with the Discord coin. Awesome, Juicebox, it's awesome. MG just started with this hobby, done 4 HD kits. Awesome, Armando. What's up, Julio? Got my nuggets and fries ready. I'm already my second concept for the Redacted box. First one would have worked, but there's so many seam lines I was worried it would take too long. Might add to the risk of docked points. Could not get the link in the email about the rules on Redacted. You had a reply on that. I think there was a glitch with the link. There's like an extra colon in there or something. I could definitely send you the link. Or if you search for Redacted on the website, it should come up as well. Or if you go back to the Redacted product listing, I think it's linked in there. All right, got my coins, pretty cool. Glad to hear it. I'm excited about the 2023 coins. I'm glad they're in. Okay, left leg time today. We did the right leg last time. Clearly I haven't done anything with my desk since then. So E30 and E32. All right, there we go, 30 and 32. Lotus Pointetto was not a Kodo Leo. Is there a Kodo Leo, quote unquote? I don't know what kit Leo makes that I would consider an equivalent to a Leo. So we can use Gunpla option parts redacted. Yep, and MSG parts should work too. I believe they're 3mm pegs, just like everything else. Let the metal commence. That's just a good smile. RoboCop 2 Kane model. Nice. How was it? I've yet to build anything good smile, but I probably should change that. My first good smile kit. It's a really nice kit. Nice, it's good to hear. Or my Discord coin Friday, awesome. Doing the next MD SG models being released. MGSD maybe. I think it's sometime in autumn, fall time frame. It's the Barbatos. They announced it like a week or two ago. What's up, Andrea? It's a Brandon Builds. It's my first time using the Razor file and parts from Redacted kit, and so loving it. Nice. I plan on snapping my Redacted kit for the judges builds. Probably next week. I don't think I'll finish this one this week, and I don't want to spoil it anyway. Next week it should be no longer a spoiler. And I'm probably going to snap it on stream. Patrick says it shouldn't take that long, but I don't think he's watched how long it takes for me to build these days. Let's see, any idea when the pre-orders will go up for the new MGSD? It'll be a while because they weren't on the most recent order, and we haven't gotten confirmations for any of that stuff yet. I suspect we probably will get confirmations for that stuff in the next month. So the next order will probably go up in the next month, so it might be 2 or 3 months minimum before we hear back on what we're getting for like the MGSD and stuff. Forgot with the live stream. I'm glad you didn't. We finished up the HG message tonight. Enjoying so far. Going to move on to Dawn's Assault. That nice. What's up, Artie? You're allowed to start building the Redacted kit, right? I got a lot of fitting to do. Yeah, absolutely. Once you receive it, you are totally clear to do whatever you need to. And keep in mind, we did send out an email. If for some reason you didn't get it, maybe it went to your spam filter. There were, I think, like 2 people who had turned off their email subscriptions or something. But you can email nick@mechawarehouse.com with any redacted rules questions. We're going to put together a video probably towards the end of next week with clarifications on any rules questions people have. Was a mobile suit that you would love to see get model kit of any quality that has no kit at all. First, I would like the remade Camphor from Code Fairy. I would like an HG Ares kit is probably high on my list. There's a few other wing grunts that would be awesome to have kits of as well. Honestly, I'd take whatever grade that they went with, but I feel like HG would be great. AFB combo recently about Trusted Site. Going through, you guys kept getting promoted. Like general consensus, just thought that was awesome. I think I saw that, Ahmed. I think I saw that this morning, and it definitely brought some warmth to my heart. It's good to know people like what we're doing. Gonna have to engineering my build, I think. MG Ares, please. Also, Sabine kits would be nice. MG Gundam wing kit, which you recommend that's accurate to wing design. I think the only MG, well, I guess accurate to wing design. So most of the MG wing kits are based on the Endless Waltz designs. Thanks for the sub, PogChamp. So I think there's like a TV version of Wing that should be pretty close to the TV version of that. If you don't mind the Endless Waltz variants, then those are probably pretty good. Been watching the new Witch from Mercury episodes. Do you like the new series? I haven't watched any of the new stuff yet. We've been watching Gundam Info, so we're going to wait till it comes on there. Virgo would be nice, especially if it wasn't P-Bandai. That'd be great. I feel like that wouldn't be that hard because they got like Mercurius and V8 and stuff, and so some of that stuff should already be designed basically. Okay, E28. Did you draw yet? Not yet, Joshua. Start building the style XF3 Plus yesterday. Nice. How is it? I like the Endless Waltz variants. I do too. So Kyle Dixon. Hey Nick, was running a few late. No worries. Okay. 28 I said, I think. There we go. Besides Downward Rock. Trying to get this free trial of Super Duolingo to work that they're giving to users of Crunchyroll. Interesting. I think I've heard a few people using Duolingo and having good results with it. When I was studying Japanese, I did it the hard way. I've thought about if I ever got time trying to download one of those apps and trying to pick it back up again, since it's kind of like the easy version. What's up, Lorai Oni? Oh, they made it to Extreme been a while. What's up, Adam? Did not know Crunchyroll partnered with Duolingo. I didn't know that either. She's time consuming but a fun build. Tiny hell to get an MG or HD Tequila Gundam. So I was a build fighters I saw I had a heavy arms show up and I was like, yep, that's Nick. I hope they do a PG Aerial and Elfrith. They would have my hundreds. Be interesting to see where they go with kits for which, if they'll end up going those kind of routes at some point. It's going for a day spent at a cold pool. Lingo works really well. I do like to memorize though. For me, it's got more fluency. Okay, I'll get my hands on a full mechanics aerial. I hope we get our next batch relatively soon. We're supposed to get a lot of them at some point. We're just not quite there yet. God, I love more of the Alliance Oz suits from Wing, like Aries, Cancer, Taurus. Good luck, All-Star. I got Ron Sealer, Skull Heart. Okay, C18. I'll do almost anything with the Redacted for the Go All-In class, right? Yeah, the open class or category, as we're calling it, basically the sky's the limit. The only real restriction, the main restriction, is that it needs to be recognizable as a Tamatu when you're done. Doesn't mean it can't have a lot of extra stuff added onto it or changed or anything, but the original kit has to be there. You couldn't like take the parts and build something completely different out of it, say. I think there'd be another 100G which kit in the foreseeable future. Possibly. Be interesting to see if they decide to or not. But I bet they will. Take a break for here today, try to repair my laptop. Hope we see an MG Aero rebuild that deserves to be master grade. How do you feel about the lack of new standard release MGs lately? Kind of disappointed. partially just because I know that the customer base is clamoring for them and will probably buy them more more religiously or more aggressively than some other stuff. I think you just gave it away. Did I? Shoot. Shh. Chat with the MIB device next to you. How good are the witch kits? All the witch kits that I've built so far have been excellent. They've been very good. Nothing happened, Bird Soup. Nothing happened. You're right, the cat is out of the bag. So when you're building the cat, it can't look like a cat. Or it can't not look like a cat. I guess. Would you say custom water slides count for out-of-the-box category still? Yes, custom water slides are fine. Nothing having me quiet. Too busy eating a muffin. I don't know what was given away. It's for the best. How do you clean your gun primer razor? I primarily just been using the gun primer brush to kind of brush it off. I've heard people use microfiber cloths, rubbing on your pants, water, I think. Use tape for my siren glass file. Sweatshirt arm cleans it well. Gotta go, I'll be back. Don't do the giveaway without me. No promises. Brush is super nice and get like a little dust vacuum to clean the dust on the mat, super easy. Slick hit clean. There you go. Nothing like some microplastics in the diet to help your health. Search for the forbidden sprinkles. Eat, sleep, breathe microplastics. Love the coin, by the way. Thanks, Matthew. Does anyone know how to enter for the kit? For the giveaway kit, the giveaway, we are going to ask for a number in a certain range and an answer to a question, and then we'll draw for it. But haven't posted the range yet, so have to wait a little bit. Okay, so this goes in there. My sister has my coin and Zeta for Kyle. I need to stop in after work tomorrow and pick those up from her. Redacted already. Nice, Robert. All right. XBC19. Redacted box. Got my coin today. I need to order another coin case for last year's coin. Nice. The capsules are nice. It's a simple thing, but I love when kids have a cable gimmick and they send you a wire and it just works so well. I like when they do like out of the box things that are uncommon, assuming that it works well, and that there's certainly possible to do something different that's garbage because it doesn't work well. I got on the Discord, still figuring it out. Never used Discord before. Great, James. If you ask any questions over there, I'm sure people will be happy to help. I feel like we've got a decent number of people who are not native Discord users on our Discord, because we're pulling people who are coming in for us and not necessarily already on there looking for another server. So there's a lot of people who are willing to help you out if you get stuck with something on there. I'm gonna start my MG Epion, but the F-35 is taking up my time, finally assembling it together. Cool. Is it Discord? Yes, there's a Mecha Warehouse Discord. It's for customers only. If you've ever purchased from us, you should have received an email or a text message with an invite link. If you've made a purchase and didn't get that link or can't find it, feel free to email support@mechawarehouse.com and I'll be happy to send you a fresh one. But has anyone had an issue with the loose head? It comes out real easy. How to fix it. Any sort of loose joints you can generally fix a number of ways. Gun Primer makes a product called Joint Guard, which are like little stickers essentially that you can use on the ball joint to thicken it up. It's probably the most temporary and easily replaced version of a joint thickening option. So if you have the issue, you can always like replace the stickers essentially. Some people use nail polish, super glue, or even paint, varnish, things like that to thicken up a joint. You can put layers on it. Just obviously wait for it to dry fully before you attach the parts. I'm sure there's other ways too, but those are probably the most popular ones. Pick the 3 coin capsules, one for 22 and 23, plus a coin I really got in Galactic Toys order. Nice. From what I hear, the capsules and stands, like there's not much on the market at that price point. If you go on like Amazon or something looking for coin capsules, they're pretty expensive. I guess I haven't looked, but that's what I've been told. Excuse joints with my heart and the power of friendship and super glue. Nail polish can be dangerous depending on if acetone is in it. It's tissue paper for my action figures when I was young. It's an interesting idea. It's been announced a new joint building pen slated for August release this year as well. So we can use the Discord. I went 30 years without building. In the past 2 months I'm building, painting. I got my 9-year-old son painting going too. Discord now, this live stream. Yeah, you're in the deep end now. What's up, J plus K? No thanks, I'll try stickers. Do you all sell them on the site? We do. It's called Joint Guard. Forgot to get a coin capsule available on the site. Not on the site, but if you DM me, we can add them to an order. I think we still have a bunch left. On top coat of kit, this shiny dry transfers. I don't want to dull them. I've heard even gloss coats can dull a bit. Any ideas? Thanks for the sub, Otavio Bem. I'm not sure. You probably going to just have to deal with it or not top code it. We did the live streams, but how does the kick giveaway work? We're about to do that in a second, Sergio. In fact, I think now is probably the right time to do that. So, for the giveaway, everybody's going to enter a number in a range. Let's enter a number from, let me calculate that real quick. What do I want to use for a range today? Got a lot of people in here. We're going to do a number from 1 to 2,000, and in the same comment, answer the question, have you purchased or did you purchase a redacted box? And if you want, you can add in whether or not you received it. So a number from 1 to 2,000, have you entered for and have you received a redacted box? One number per person. Do not delete or change your number. We only ship to US addresses. You must be present to win. And the answer and the number have to be in the same comment for it to be a valid entry. If it's just a number, and we draw that number, you will not be a winner. And if you put just an answer, obviously you're not going to get called at all. Again, 1 to 2,000. Did you go in for a redacted box? And if you did, you know, is it on its way? Or did you receive it yet, rather? Okay, next step here. E18 and E22. Right before I had the funds. Yeah, they went pretty fast. Hopefully, I'm hoping we'll be able to do another contest like this again in the future. And if we do, hopefully we'll be able to secure a larger number of boxes. And there's like 170 something people in here, and there are only 100 boxes or so. I think there's going to be more no's than yeses. So we're doing Wednesday. Nice. This Redacted box, though, like one of those things intense. Cubs, it's a basically a blind box challenge. People bought the box not knowing what's in it, and everybody's going to be building the same kit in their blind box. To try and win within a contest, but I'm terrified to, and don't be terrified to. It's almost like a subscription box then, kind of, except it's not a subscription. It was just a one-off. I think I'll win, but I just want the experience of it. I think, I mean, we're doing first, second, third for both the categories. It's, you know, 6 winners. So statistically, most people aren't going to win. But I think the point of contests like that isn't to win necessarily. Not that there's anything wrong with trying to win, but I think just going for it and trying it is a big one. You learn a lot. Really push yourself as a builder. The essence of a contest. So yeah, pretty much. Yeah. Thanks for the sub, Nate L. What's the range's time? 1 to 2,000, and the question is, did you get the redacted box? Did you enter? And if you did, has it arrived yet? Discord ping's making me think I'm getting pinged myself. Mute that. Thought they were off. Why am I getting... I'm just gonna close that. How about that? Interested in this being my first contest. I start building and get some good feedback where I can improve and learn from others. Thanks for the sub, Nathan Guerrero. That's definitely, I mean, contests, I feel like they're good opportunities to grow, push yourself, and put something out there. The hardest part, I think, is just entering something. Thanks for this. Yeah, thanks for the sub, Zachary Powell. Same thing with the event that we're holding in August at the warehouse. We're really going to be putting a focus on sorry, what was I going to say? Really been putting the emphasis on learning and getting feedback and all that stuff. Thanks for the sub, Sergio Ramirez. I'm going to call time here in a moment. Only like a 9% chance someone gets the number right. Yeah, so we gradually decrease that number range each time we do the draw, so the chances of a winner gradually increase as the stream goes on until it's, you know, significantly higher right at the end. Although we plenty of times have had winners on the first draw. Okay, so that part's done. First draw wins are always interesting. Yeah, it's like always pretty unexpected. I mean, statistically, people shouldn't win very often in the first one. We've had like multiple weeks in a row where it was too. It's one of the reasons why I turned on the super thanks, the super chat stuff. And we're going to use that revenue for extra prizes, so we'll have something hopefully on tap at some point here for when someone wins in the first draw, so we can have a second prize to continue doing giveaways throughout the night. You only guess once, yes. Nice looking granite runner. Yeah, it's decent. All right, I'm gonna call time here. Time has been called. Let's draw a number. Okay, 1 to 2000. 1660. I don't believe there's a winner, but we have a lot of entries, so I'm going to download the thing. I didn't see any winner. Does anybody see any? You get these larger streams and it becomes a little more challenging because the scroll buffer won't hold it all. What was the number? 1660. Democracy, someone with such a large range. Would be. I always wonder what the statistics are, because it doesn't necessarily. I basically multiply by the number of people by certain factors depending which draw it is, but people often pick the same numbers. Okay, doubly confirmed. I don't see one. At about 906, I'd be spot on. It's an admirable way to look at the contest, though. I can't say I'm too confident in my skills to attempt an entry. I think just getting over that fear is worthwhile. I've done a few like IPMS events and stuff, and I feel like that's the first step, is just putting something on the table, recognizing that you probably won't win or place, but just trying, because you never really know till you try, and just trying to do the best that you can and making a good effort on something can sometimes push you to be better than you think you are or have been in the past. And then there's always the plus side of having a model on the table, is you can go find somebody who maybe is a better competitor that maybe would have beaten you, or a judge or somebody, and ask for that feedback. Because usually at those kinds of events especially, people tend to be very happy to help out and give advice and such. I'd definitely say I kind of sort of maybe might win one day. Just got here. How's it going, y'all? One of the April streams, I won on the first draw. Yeah, it definitely happens. Redacted pick was a good choice. It's safe enough to not scare anyone. I feel like it was we picked it with that in mind. It's kind of neutral, and I feel like a good blank canvas. Most people are better than they think. They're entering something else. Push yourself to be better than you were yesterday with your skill set. Absolutely. I just wanted to be in a contest just to enter and show my work. It's a good way of looking at it. Niche amount of people actually customize their builds in an already niche hobby. Definitely. Easier that when it's further away from the number you pick, but when it's legitimate that it's a single digit difference off, it becomes more painful. No, I'm not part of the contest. I wish I had either been a Mogazoid just to see what people would have done with the little guy. Or someone won but went to the restroom. Sucks for that guy. They picked it to make me get what I want, spend a small fortune and parts at the store. Mystery box was before, got an Ava kit that was fun, even though I'm not a fan. Started the hobby late last year, and Redacted will be my first contest. Looking forward to trying a bunch of new things. I'm having fun just looking at tutorials online. Awesome. See, that's a good reason in itself, right? It gives you a motivation to try to figure out that next thing. Is the giveaway prompt random through the stream? Yes, more or less. A lot of 135 armor I'd love to show off. IPMS would be great for that. Defines customizing build, going any further, it's not building or what? I think so, generally. So they're doing a vlog for Redacted, not too sure. It'd be cool. Probably gonna have some videos coming out of some of the judges' builds. Let's see, there's a guy in a model group on Facebook that was, I heard what the Redacted was when he got all the comments in the post. Thought it was cool though. How much for the Redacted? Also, any word on perfect grade Wing Gundam custom coming in or Liger Zero? Redacted was, what was it, 25, but it's already been up. It's they're sold out a while ago. Just joined our local IPMS. Cool, Mark. I thought about joining the one locally here in New Hampshire, but I just don't have time. Like, it conflicts with ongoing commitments I have. I'm not getting painting kits. I have no idea where to start. Look up videos. With dinner. Good luck on the next draw. Thanks, Andrea. Will Redacted come back? We'll probably do a second edition at some point. Based on the feedback so far, it's been pretty positive. So we'll have to find another kit to do and all that stuff. But hopefully, gonna be into a rhythm of doing more contests and such. Be a member of IPMS to enter? No, you can enter the contest without being an IPMS member. I think Nationals requires you to, but honestly, that's not really the place to start anyway. So, what piece separator do you use, Nick? I've got the Bandai parts separator. Works pretty well. It's pretty inexpensive. Of course, I don't have mine here with me on the desk still. It's upstairs because I was disassembling stuff for painting last weekend. Waiting to build any of my MGRG kit till you get the gun primer gate removal kit back in stock. Still looking at reviews and watching you use it. I'm sold. That's cool. We've got a gun primer shipment that should be shipping very soon, I think. Might even restock this coming week. I think I get paid for it midweek this week, so it very well might ship. It's very soon. You do the first draw yet? Yes, we did. No winner yet. How do you pronounce Delpy? That's it, Delpy. I don't think a lot of the Redacted builders are doing what I'm trying, but some people have no idea what they're doing if they want to tell. Don't want to say really, but may change and make Nick money. I know I'm not going to talk about my ideas for it. The judging team, since we're doing the public vote on the judges' builds, we've all agreed to keep quiet publicly about what we're doing so that way no one can vote based on who they want to win rather than the build itself. Once everyone knows what the kit is, as the Redacted box, if you didn't enter, you could always get one of the others on your own and build along. Sure, you can't enter the actual contest, but you could definitely build it and play along from home, so to speak. If there's enough interest, we might be able to secure some more as well and offer them up for sale. I think there's, well, I'll withhold that for risk of giving it away. Thanks for the sub, J Pablo Pop. GWC only an in-person thing, or can I submit a photo of my entry? I think GBWC, at least in the US, uses an online contest for like the first stage of entry. Things have changed with it a lot over the last few years because of COVID and stuff like that. I'm not 100% sure where the rules are at right now and entry and stuff like that. BLB part separator is also super cheap. Mecha Warehouse is really solid. Display part separator, I wouldn't recommend it. The metal part bends the plastic. I feel like even the Bandai plastic one can scuff and and hurt the plastic. I don't think any tool can perfectly do what you need a part separator to do without that. It's kind of up to the user to figure out how to use it to minimize that damage. And if you know you're planning on taking parts apart, then cutting pegs and that kind of stuff is definitely helpful. Make it easier and require less force to get things apart. The Display one with the blue palm handle, that's the one I have. Display nippers. Oh, I think we're talking about different things. A display part separator. No, I don't know if I've seen the display part separator then. I think it's like Dragon Ball Z with the comparable HD kits of Gundams. I haven't built any, so I'm not sure. Sick B, I think you're way behind the stream. You might want to hit the refresh button or whatever. Where can you find Balance or Sanders, Nick? We should have them in stock. If we don't have them now, we will have them back in stock with that gun primer restock soon. Try to have this stuff in stock constantly. It's been hard. We're trying to get just enough until the next restock, and sometimes we miss by a little bit, or we have a sale or something that pushes it over. Right, displays need STX nippers. I think I've heard of them. I don't know a lot of the details off the top of my head though. Can use 2 redacted box kits for entry in the stock category. Ooh. I don't think so. That would be a great question to email to nick@mechawarehouse.com, because that one I would want to clarify with the other judges and make an official ruling on. My guess would be no though, because you can't use stuff that's not in the box. Alright, so what was in the box? Trying not to give it away. I think I accidentally said it earlier in the stream, but there are some people who haven't received theirs yet, so I'm gonna try to avoid spoiling it. All right. C11 and A20. What was the question? Number range. Farlez, we haven't done our second draw yet, so there currently is no number range or question, but we've thrown that out pretty soon. I talk about it, thing cracks me up. Back to the question, did everyone receive the same color? Yes. Okay, A20 is the other part here. Anyone have fun plans for the weekend, the long weekend and everything? Hoping to use it to get ahead on my my diorama build that I've been working on. I'm because I think Monday I'll be able to use as an extra painting day, at least part of the day. Let's go down and look at the selection of Kotobukiya items, and a great amount of them look like excellent additions to the backlog. Kotobukiya makes some really cool stuff, and their kits are pretty solid. Their cost per ounce of plastic, whatever, is probably higher than, say, Bandai, but they make some good stuff. Just staying out of trouble. The Nick rebuild tonight. Philip, I'm working on the HG Ferract from The Witch from Mercury. I have a new MG to build. My favorite series, nice. Watch some video game speedruns on GDQ. Original living room, more on cleaning, hopefully more building too. Still on day 4, putting a new roof on the house by myself. Oh, that doesn't sound fun. Paint the redacted parts and option parts I just figured out I'll use for it. Nice. Playing Knights of the Old Republic over the break. Man, memories playing that back in the day. We played the debate on what to start building tonight. Nice. Then work tomorrow. Just had our family cookout at the in-laws because it'll rain tonight until Tuesday. Grilled tonight. Glad we're back to grilling weather. And hopefully everybody will get healthy in the house. My oldest has been sick since like Thursday, not Thursday right before this weekend, but last Thursday. Started with a headache and a mild fever and turned into like 4 days in a row of throwing up that I think he's basically over it now. My youngest got it and now he's dealing with it too, so. Vacay the whole week, got a ton of Gundam, other kits to do. Final top coat's on now, the weather's nice. I feel like I've got a lot of kits that just need panel lining and top coat to quote-unquote finish them. I don't know when I'm ever going to get to it. My wife is pregnant and gets all day morning sickness, unfortunately. Yeah, it's rough. Glad we're past that phase. Being sick for an extended period of time is rough. Had COVID and the swine flu twice. Ouch. Same thing we're doing for the last 2 weeks, Pinky, playing Zelda. Narf. Pinky in the brain is the best. Finishing off the semester and celebrating by starting MGEX Strike Freedom build. Nice. Alright, we should probably do draw number 2. So we have that times that. Ren and Stimpy. Memories there too. All right, so second draw of the night, we're going to do a number from 1 to 1,000. And what is your favorite sci-fi movie would be the question. Thanks, Bobby, for that question back when we asked for question ideas. 1 to 1,000, what is your favorite sci-fi movie? Remember, 1 number per person. Do not delete or change your number. We only ship to US addresses. You must be present to win. And your answer and the number have to be in the same comment for it to be a valid entry. Remember, 1 to 1,000, and what is, what did I say, your favorite sci-fi movie? Some good ones in there. So loaded question, by the way, too many to really pick. I mean, really the question is there to help us get around a YouTube censorship limitation that caused a headache one time on a stream, because there's at least one number you can put in that apparently has neo-Nazi ties or something and gets automatically censored out if you just comment that number. I wouldn't be surprised if there's one or more other numbers where that's the case as well. So it's a little bit fun and mainly just there to make it so sure the comments are just a single number. Yeah, I didn't know either. We found out when somebody entered that number supposedly and nobody could find it in the thing, and that number was what was drawn to win. So it wins with the funny numbers too. Yeah, that was how we found it, and that was our like workaround fix. Because obviously you can't win if we can't prove that you picked the right number. I don't really plan on seeing it though. Hopefully they still won. I don't remember what we did, how we resolved that. I know that we fixed that, but it was kind of a, you know, I'm claiming to have won kind of thing. I don't know how we proved it. It was a while ago now. That was one of the charity streams, I think. Alright, C16 and E23. I'm going to call time pretty soon here. The drop question, too many movies to name a single one. Yeah, that's what I was referring to as well. Like, it's an interesting question. It's hard to pick just one, sure, but I don't know. People ask me questions all the time on my weekly update, the Q&A, like, what's your favorite this, rank these, and there's all hard questions. Always Witch from Mercury Kids coming out recently. Nick will be building Witch from Mercury HDs well past the show finale, and it moves on to a new HD line, probably. You ever cut all the pieces out, clean up, then build? I do that with high grades a lot. Not often, not usually. Okay. Call time here. Okay, 1 to 1,000. So unless your Nick is like, it's my turn now, evil laugh. Yeah, pretty much. Or Nick just wants to run a question. People want to know what color socks are more comfortable against his skin. It's important stuff. Everybody needs to know. All right, time has been called. Drawing this number. 810. Okay, and let's see if anyone shows up on the immediate search there. I didn't see anybody. It does overlap, so let's see if I can download the chat log again. I've entered a number only if you wanted to have won. Way off, like not even the ballpark. We'll be doing another draw. Most likely there's no winner on this one, but we must know the color of Nick's socks. I mean, that at least is a black and white question. They typically either white or black. although sometimes a shade of gray, so keep it pretty simple with socks. What is on everyone's mind, those Nick's preferences in jorts? Why won't this just download? There we go. I think we need some good colored socks. I got Bugs Bunny on now. It's the closest I've ever been in a drawing. I was still off by like 40. Like, what year did you sell off all your Jinkos? Sell off? Why would I sell them, man? I still got them. Actually, I never had Jinkos, but if someone's playing a Nick Savory cosplay with all these clothing questions, that would be pretty funny. Jorts are only acceptable with New Balance shoes and a polo. Oh man. I still my Jinko shorts. I think I even had Jinko jorts. Let's have to wait for a second. What was the number? Number what picked was 810, I think. I don't believe we had a winner. As long as you don't tuck your polo in. Right. Oh, the 90s. Because of the sawed-out 12 gauge in the back pocket. Trinkos and band shirts. Carpenter jeans got me through high school. Do you have to come back something? I'm more of a Costco shopper now. I have no idea. Forgot the chain wallet. Oh, I definitely have the chain wallet. It's practical, man. You didn't want someone to take your wallet. Chain for my wallet, just gotta attach it somehow. Still chained gang for life. Oh man, Nick, your hobby mat is too clean. You more split extra thin cement stains. I don't tend to do cement down here, especially now, because I do a lot of that kind of stuff on the weekend. Well, I guess I do this on the weekend too, but I do it up in the quote-unquote hobby room when we're doing family hobby time. If I'm doing a lot of it, I'll usually do it under the hood actually too, so I don't have to snort too much hobby cement. Chain boots for the win. Kick the to have a chain wallet, but it would often get snagged on something. Someone tried to take my wallet. It was a big mistake. I feel like I kept the chain wallet for a long time, but eventually I started putting the chain in my pocket instead of having it hang out. Right, A15 and C17. I wasn't allowed to use my chain wallet in high school because I kept hitting people. As an adult, I can get one again. Who's gonna stop me? When the buzz from cement fumes is half the fun of model building. Maybe. The sniff wall chain is a chain, so it didn't make John Davis jealous. I'm kind of surprised, thinking back about it, that they ever let anybody have a wallet chain at school. Almost done with this leg, which means waist and then probably backpack next. A beautifully handcrafted long wallet with the Indian chief skull carved in it with a chain of skulls. Nice. Different time period dress codes were a bit more lax. The build tonight. Will, I'm working on the HG Fair Act. Grunge still sings to me personally. I wasn't really. I feel like my fashion choices in that era were not so much choices as they just kind of fell that way. I wasn't like, hey, I gotta look this way. Just wore what was comfortable or I liked. Where'd you get your hobby coat cutting mat? What size did they come in? I don't know. I bought this probably like Amazon way back. Not sure about sizes either. I'm getting sent home for a Marilyn Manson shirt. Why Thunderbolt Zaku looked like he has a chain wallet. It's the first and last person to have a chain wallet in school, high school, and he thought it was a crowning achievement, like having OSHA make a new rule or something he did the shift prior. there was a discount code. Maybe I missed something being said earlier, but if that's in chat, thank you for your service. Which has been used for most of the mid-90s. Fashion was whatever mom got in sale. At one point, having a different color striped shirt for each day of school because she got them in bulk. Not specifically the striped shirt thing, but I definitely feel that my mom was definitely a bargain hunter for clothes back in the day. Like half our stuff was probably like the clearance rack at TJ Maxx and Marshalls, and the other half was from a clothing store in Cape Cod that seemed to always have deals on stuff or something. Curious, Nick, are you going to pick D&D names tomorrow or Monday? Probably tomorrow sometime in the afternoon. Like, ideally, I like to do it Saturday. I was still with a headache most of the day and just trying to lay low. But I'll probably end up drawing them tomorrow. But either way, there'll be no set posted on Monday because of the holiday, so one day or the other. Went the same way to this day. My work clothes are all the same polo, but different colors. Find a better way to store my empty runners to use for making parts or mixing with cement to fill in seam lines. I'm running out of room. You might just have too many. I was trying to save them all for a while and then realized that I was kind of being dumb. Big time bargain hunter, and I always recommend Mecha Warehouse. The only thing that makes it better is the shipping price. Still a good bargain though. My uncle, who was a reservist, gave me a pair of his black combat boots, and I was like, yeah. Well, TJ Maxx and Marshall's back in the 80s and 90s because you could find all the skater clothes at the Vision Street wear and Airwalk sneakers super cheap. It's really like New Hampshire. I mean, it's typical New England weather. Today it's relatively mild, maybe a little on the chilly side. But I mean, it's New England, so it changes rapidly, I feel like, but we get all the seasons and stuff. T-shirts from the thrift store and clothes not legally or morally acquired, where I got my clothes moved out with like 8 shirts that I knew were bought. Airwalks. I remember Airwalks. I don't think I ever had Airwalks though. We were more. I wore a lot of Vans. There's like a Vans outlet store or something. All right, so got both legs. Still wear Airwalk winter boots. Nice. All right. Waist now. D6, 7, and 8. Oh man, this runner's got most of his parts on it. Here I am, think I'm getting close to done. There must be a ton more stuff. Been a while since I heard the name Airwalk. Yeah, do they still exist? I know Vans exists. Pretty sure at least some of those other like skater shoe brands are still around, but big old backpack, yeah, it must be. Here's one for Unix Sock'em Boppers. Oh, the name sounds familiar. What was that? There's Soap Shoes coming back. Or Soap Shoes. That like sounds familiar, but I couldn't tell you what they are either. Giant fists. I feel old now with all the old names. I feel old when I hear about things being remade that were, you know, movies being like a remake of a movie that came out in theaters while I was able to watch it in theaters. You know, I remember growing up, anything that was a quote-unquote remake being something that we didn't, you know, something that came out way before. Thank you for the sub, Soul Dragon Rue. Inflatable fists. Okay. The Hawk is still around their trash, though. There are shoes made for grinding on rails, like for stairs. Oh, okay. Just bought them and handed them out to watch gladiatorial fights with their kids. Just end up feeling old in general. See 3 He-Man cartoon remakes. So I said Facebook is for old people. Apparently high schoolers don't use it. Yeah, the current generation isn't using Facebook anywhere near as much as our generation. I mean, Facebook aged up quite a ways up. Because I feel like our generation was more or less the main Facebook users, and then we grew up, got married, had kids, and then grandparents wanted to see pictures of their grandkids, so they'd sign up for Facebook. So all the grandparents are on Facebook too. But Facebook is actually a pretty strong platform for people that are established in the building community, at least. Ancient 39 now with all this going back and remembering. Remember when MySpace was popular? I never had a MySpace. I just probably wasn't cool back then. I'm pretty sure my friends did. I just was not interested. I made plenty of crappy websites back in the day, though. For various gaming clans, all probably with that same stupid star background image that was used so commonly back then. MySpace from my band, Nasty Pony, doing a thing. I also remember Juno Email, Instagram, TikTok. That was the best. GeoCities for the win. I think the one I used was like 8M or something. There was like a place you could do these free with a really short domain at the end or whatever. Okay, what's the messaging? I remember it was the messenger. AIM was good. South Dakota, not much. Two draw attempts with no winners. ICQ, no IRC. See MySpace make a comeback for no reason in particular. Just it says my SD card universe RPG. Christ hold. I said messenger use ICQ. Oh. Let's clear up with viruses from LimeWire. How's the draw again? We're going to ask for a number in a certain range and an answer to a question. We'll be doing the next one pretty soon, actually. Ventrilo. I remember Ventrilo. Didn't use that very often. Well, I won Alta Vista. If you remember them, you're an old like me. Still kicking in certain circles. Aim, like from Marvel. Oh man. I've not seen her set ICQ in 25 years. Has it been that long? I want to say early 2000s, so it's probably like 20 years ago for me. Glad to see I'm not the only old guy around here. I feel like most of us are in that range. Maybe not most of us, but a lot of us. They can't do you sell me all this crap. You know how much filing, sanding, gluing, fitting, brush painting, and script I'm going to endure. MIRC was the question. We haven't post the question yet. Haven't all just experienced young folks like me here. There's got to be some young ones too. All right, let's see what this next number range is. Let's see. Round down for this one. And when I started saying things like I'm 4 years from 50. He's like 25 years old. My little son was born when it came, and he's 25 now. I'm happily still in my 30s, so I guess I'm not that old yet. Okay, so next next draw, let's do a number from 1 to 500 and answer the question, what hobbies do you participate in outside of Gunpla and model building? So 1 to 500, what hobbies do you participate in outside of model building? One number per person. Do not delete or change your number. We only shipped you as addresses. You must be present to win. And your answer to the question and the number have to be in the same comment for it to be a valid entry. Martial arts, cool. What martial arts? Yeah, 1 to 500. What hobbies do you participate outside of Gunpla and model building? Fishing, knife collecting, a lot of gaming, strongman style lifting. That's cool. Cowboy action shooting. Guitar, awesome. Hiking's cool. I love a good hike. C9 and A5. Making random useful things from wood. That's a useful hobby. What's the range? 1 to 500. Coin collecting, nice. General geekery. Stressing. Are there more draws? Typically, if someone wins and gets their number picked, then we have a winner. If not, then we draw again, and we gradually decrease the number range each time to increase the likelihood that we have a hit on whatever number gets selected. It's got online, how's everyone doing? What was the question? Mark D, what hobbies outside of Gunpla and model building? And the number range is 1 to 500. It's the same number as someone else by accident. Do I choose another number? Nope, Sergio, same number is fine. If we have more than one winner with the same number, if it's 2, we will go to the challenge coin and flip it. And if we have more than 2, we usually use like a virtual die or something and roll a die to see who wins. I just narrowed my hobbies down to Gunpla in the past year or so because I had too many hobbies. I don't have time for all of them. Gunpla brings me the most joy. I feel that. I feel like I do a ton of stuff. Gunpla's my main like hobby. I do mess around occasionally with my guitar. I kind of got back into that. I play games occasionally, not a lot. And I spend a significant amount of my time training in karate and Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, but I don't really consider those hobbies per se. I mean, karate, I've got a dojo, so theoretically it's another business and almost like another job. Jiu-Jitsu, I mean, I guess it's technically a hobby, I guess, but Nick, do you recall ever having yo-yo trick seminars at school? I remember in elementary school would have them every year, so it ended up with the yo-yo fad fever taking off for like a month. I remember yo-yo fads. I don't remember seminars, though. Do anything for a hobby I put my mind to. I like working my hands on a lot of things. Hobbies you wish you could pick back up. I liked miniatures and like tabletop wargaming, like Warhammer 40k, which is kind of peripheral to the model thing. I really like building the models and playing those games. If I had tons of time, I'd probably do that. Invest a lot in my kids and family. I respect that, James. Do you own the dojo? Yes, the one that I teach at, I own. Definitely a labor of love because it doesn't make me any money. I do Gunpla with gaming is the next best thing, but especially since I'm airbrushing, now Gunpla is my go-to. If you want to build a train set, I would love to build a model railroad. I've been loving the diorama side of model building stuff recently. I've thought about maybe doing like a model railroad with the kids or something, and still might at some point. I don't know where I'd put it though. And that's a big investment money wise too. Let's see. Yo-yo fad, hacky sack fad. Remember hacky sack? I guess Mecha Warehouse is the money maker. Like, yeah, I mean that's all I do for money right now, really. Thought a little bit about trying to pick up some side consulting gigs here and there to sock away some extra money with the girl on the way, but not sure if I'll find something. Someone has a great model railroad YouTube channel. I love Luton. I watch tons of his stuff. So car models when I was 7. Gunpla has been ongoing for over 20 years. Nice. It's amazing. I always saw you as a Mr. Miyagi of Gunpla. Turns out you're the real deal. Oh wait, I need to draw a number, don't I? I'll call time here in a sec. As soon as I finish this piece. Here, one just left a wedding. Welcome, Erfig. So I want to try to learn how to fly a plane. That would be pretty cool. think that's an expensive thing to pick up, though. I could be wrong, but I don't think flight time is cheap. Alright, so number from 1 to 500, 180. I don't see a winner. You guys can try to confirm for me. Just flip the numbers. Basically, I mean, it's 810 before, so. I was still playing. My uncle was very cool. I'd love to fly solo one day. What was the number again? 180. See numbers of surprise that we have yet to hit. Numbers as far and on a 0. Anyone else notice? Trust how that works out. That's unless you crash into your own house more than once. Keep building next. Mark D, I'm working on the HG Fair Act. Next range is 1 to 195. Probably something like that. Okay, A4 and C8. What was the highest number of draws to find a winner? I think we one time probably drew like 4 times on the last draw against the same number set. Something like that. Christian Eagle biplane, Cessna 965 Air Coupe and a 1970 Swift. Never sold though. Remember Sims has the worst mayor ever. SimCity 2000 and Sim Tower, man, nostalgia right there. Tamagotchi fad. Remember Tamagotchis? Never had an actual Tamagotchi. There was some Tamagotchi similar type thing that I think we got instead, that they were like fighters or something. You could like train a fighter and then fight each other. Sim Earth. I don't remember Sim Earth. What was Sim Earth? Well, my night just went sideways. Uh-oh. Hope everything's okay. Did you touch them to each other? Yeah, there's like a plug-in or something. You plugged them together. I don't think I had a Digimon one. I remember I had one that was like a martial arts thing, but my brother had one that was like Men in Black or something, but we could still fight against each other. It was kind of weird. Spit cutter I got off Amazon doesn't have a tension screw, and it's going to be impossible to get a refund. Should have waited for my Quest to get a restock. Ugh. Try reaching out directly to Disbay. If you DM them on Instagram, they're, I think, pretty good. Pogs are so dumb, and I had so many. I had Pogs. Well, Pogs come back. Better than business cards. One thing is I need that for my redacted build. Ouch. Except that I can cut 5mm circles. There's those cardboard circles, and you're like, hell yeah. What's the kit you're building this time? Rice Farmer, it's the HG Ferract. Rainbow 6 on Windows 98. I remember Rainbow 6. Rogue Spear. Remember those old Tiger Electronics LCD video games? Yep. I don't remember which ones I had. The 1942 and drop people over enemy bases using a bomber in the desert. Battlefield 1942 was awesome. Old school. Little Mermaid, Tiger, LCD game, they're back out. Counter-Strike's where it's at. Definitely. Rainbow 6 Vegas is one of my favorites. Battlefield Vietnam and riding a river patrol boat, blasting birds and the word over the speakers. There's Killzone. I don't remember that one. Man, Conqueror Alert was good stuff. Soldier of Fortune. Played Soldier of Fortune for my channel. Just remember MS Saga, New Dawn on PS2. I don't remember that one. Civilization on PC. We used to spend hours playing it. Game chat and Call of Duty lobby was brutal. Kids now wouldn't know what to think. Quake. Taught me how to play Doom. He was a pro. Warcraft 2. We're playing that in middle school on our quote-unquote free days in class. Can't believe they let us do that. Pick up one of those kits, the Ferract. It's a good one. I've been enjoying it so far. I remember playing Diablo when it first came out, getting online to play Battle.net. Thought it was the greatest thing. I remember Diablo 1 on Battle.net. A lot of StarCraft and Battle.net too. Our literary teacher let us play Diablo 2 on the class PC. We did some like StarCraft in high school, I think. Usually like the last day before like a vacation or whatever, when no one was going to get anything done anyway. Diablo 1 was in some ways better than 2. Which Mercury kits were that good? I've enjoyed them so far. They were, they've been great. The detail's pretty good. The construction and plastic, everything's been pretty solid. Convinced my high school to allow Baldur's Gate PC club after school. Nice. Okay, so these legs are really long for. It's pretty tall for a high grade. You see a new Mortal Kombat trailer. I did not. How tight the joints stay with the plastic on plastic. Pretty solid. I mean, this. This is pretty stable here. It's kind of crazy. You can like limbo pose this thing, and Ferrex is definitely the limbo Gundam. Look at that. You get to stand in a pose like that. It's pretty insane. But X-Wing and TIE Fighter on PC. I played mostly TIE Fighter. I don't think I played X-Wing TIE Fighter, X-Wing versus TIE Fighter till later. Oh, that was pretty cool with its like custom mode or whatever. How long does Limbo Stick go? With my cousins all the time for a weekend. You had a PC with a tower of CD-ROM games from stuff at our age, like John Sam, Spy Fox, Putt Putt to Command Conquer. All right. X-Wing, TIE Fighter, XVT, balance of power, all amazing. Do you usually do streams of the weekend? Dakota, yeah, it's usually every Saturday night, 8:30 p.m. Eastern, with very few exceptions. B1, 13, and 14. Should get another CNC Generals game and Blood 2. Both won't run a new PC. Played Conker's Bad Ferdinand 64. I don't think I played that one on 64 back in the day. So Nick, on your Redacted Judges build, do you plan to tell people what you're doing or keep it a secret? I'm going to keep it a secret because I don't want someone to be able to identify which build is mine when we let the public vote on it. Obviously afterwards I will talk about what I did and why and all that stuff, but I don't want anybody I don't want the public voting on popularity, and I say that as the member of that team that probably is most well known just because I'm the face of the business. That's my business. You guys play more or less or about the same amount of video games compared to about 15 years ago? I definitely played less. 15 years ago, was I still in high school then? No. 10, that'd be 13, plus 5, the 2008 college. Well, I guess technically I might play more because I was probably senior year at college maybe, and I really didn't have much time then. Question, what do you think of AOZ kits from me? I find them really interesting. I think they're kind of cool. I haven't built any though. Still here wasting my time, waiting for a new Fallout game, hoping it's good. Fix all the old games that are actually good. I'd keep playing. Let's Zone of the Enders. I don't think I played that. No time for force grind new boxes and everything. You guys have any mecha anime recommendations about bookstores and Gundam Across, mecha DVDs? I don't, but maybe someone else does. Kind of have a remastered Metal Gear Solid 3 game. Fallout Envy is awesome. Was glad it was the first Fallout game I played. I don't think I've played anything except for the like really old ones. Beware of the remake because of Konami's current track record. I want to play Steel Battalion on the original Xbox. It was a mech game. It had a huge controller. I did not. I didn't have an Xbox or really play nearly anything Xbox. So it's all the same dialogue and storyline for Metal Gear Solid Remake. Interesting. All right, I think we have like 2 more parts I'm gonna do here. And I think we should put up this final draw of the night. So let's see, what is our number range? And what is our question? All right. Oh, no one has won yet? Not yet. Since we're talking about games, let's talk about games for questions. Let's do a number from 1 to 190. And what is your favorite old game? Like, what's the old game that you wish you could go back and play or that remake or something like that? So, favorite old game, number from 1 to 190. Remember, 1 number per person. Do not delete or change your number. We only ship to U.S. addresses. You must be present to win. And your answer and the number have to be in the same comment for it to be a valid entry. Just a number, your number gets called, you will not win. So 1 to 190, and what old game do you wish I'd remake or you go back and play? Favorite old game, basically. B115. The other one I need here, D24. Whoops. Tribes. Star Siege Tribes. Am I seeing the right one there? Tribes is good stuff. Half-Life was good stuff. I want to go back to that too and play the original. I think, didn't they make a Steam-enabled remake of the original? Mesa was a fan remake that Valve allowed. Okay. Thought they had like a remaster or something. Sorry, was the range in question? Range is 1 to 190, and the question is favorite old game. You know, either that you go back and play or wish they'd remake or whatever. There's the orange box that came with Portal, Half-Life, and another game on HD. I think Half-Life 2 is the only game I ever got on release day, and like had it got immediately the minute it released. I think it was freshman year of college, and I like got it and then just like didn't go to class or do anything until I played all the way through it. Thankfully it only took me like 2 days. Zoids game for GameCube. That game's obscure as hell. I don't. Then again, I didn't have a GameCube or play much GameCube stuff. Clay Fighters. I remember Clay Fighters. That's just this question, and my only brain can say is yes. You love interesting definition of old games. Yeah, well, I guess everybody's different in how what's old for them, right? Cool, so this is like the main part of the backpack. It looks like there's pair of like wing binder things that go on it, and then there's the rifle, so it's probably next stream. Okay, 6 is about to be the best Mecha game of all time. You want Commander Keen? Or if anyone remembers an old game called Power Stone 1 2. Alright, let's call time here. Okay, next number here from 1 to 190, 135. I don't see a 135. Can anyone confirm? Anyone got 135? If not, I'll be drawing again here. Did 180. No, 180 was what was up on there, and it's a range from 1 to 190. Mark Reser has 135. Okay, I have to download the chat log here because the buffer, I don't think, goes back far enough. Oh, I see a couple actually. I think it might be more than 2 people actually. I think we have some winners. I'm trying to download. I got an app that will download the chat log, and I'm trying to do that. Is 3 people a redraw, or do you have a D3? D3 is easy because just D2 or D6 rather, and you pick. Here we go. All right. I think I accidentally blocked downloads, so I couldn't get it. Let's see, 135. Okay, so we've got a few, I think. So we have, Manuel sticking to me here. So Mark, Reser 85. We've got Sidon Almesa. We've got Jose Monroy. All right, so it's a 3-way tie. So we're gonna roll a virtual D6 here. So I'm gonna hit roll here in a second. If it's a 1 or a 2, Mark is our winner. If it's a 3 or a 4, Sidon will be our winner. And if it's a 5 or a 6, then Jose will be our winner. Or coin tournament. Look, everyone, I'm off tonight. See you later, Matthew. Okay, rolling. And we got a number 4. So Sidon is our winner. Congratulations, Sidon. You can send an email to support@mechawarehouse.com with your info, and we will send out that prize this week. Congratulations, and my condolences to those who got real close but didn't get it. I think that's it for tonight. Thank you all for watching. Thank you all for hanging out. Hope you had a good time tonight. I did. Glad I made some good progress on this. It's some good chat, especially the all the nostalgia talk there towards the end. Don't forget MEM 15 for 15% off select items all weekend through midnight on Monday at mechawarehouse.com. Save yourself some money on some good kits. And otherwise, I will see you all next week, 8:30 p.m. Eastern next Saturday. We will pick up where we left off, and we have a deeper conversation about those redacted kits.